welcome to the channel. Welcome to Banter in the Box, episode 169, Meet the Managers, part 3. We've met the no-hopers, we've met the also-rans. In this week's edition of Banter in the Box, we will meet the dark horses. The next 5 managers who, with a fair wind, may challenge for the Family Fantasy Football League title this season. As well as meeting those managers, we're also going to give you a manager of the season update. Without further ado, ranked the 10th best manager in the Family Fantasy Football League, it is none other than Nicola Lee, manager of Era 404, and this is her 10th season in the Family Fantasy Football League, which marks Nicola as an FFFL veteran. In the previous 9 seasons, Nicola has won no honours whatsoever. She did receive the wooden spoon back in 2010. Her best ever finish, 5th in 2004. And her best ever league position, well, she was 5th on the 5th of Jan 2024 before the wheels fell off. And last season's 24th was her joint worst ever finish in the Family Fantasy Football League. But as that 5th place finish in 2004 represents, when she's concentrating, she can challenge in the Family Fantasy Football League. And it is possible, maybe not likely, but possible, that Nikki could become the 3rd ever woman to win the Family Fantasy Football League title. Ranked number 9 in the Family Fantasy Football League is none other than Steve Maloney, manager of the Ostrich Bar Stewards. Like Nikki, Steve becomes an FFFL veteran this season. This is his 10th season in the Family Fantasy Football League. And he's not done bad. In the previous 9 seasons, he was an FFFL Cup winner in 2023. And he won the Silver Boot in 2022. And he has picked up a Manager of the Month award. His best ever finish in the league, 4th back in 2023, and he has been top of the Family Fantasy Football League. The last time that happened, 31st of August 2017. And spare a thought for Steve. Those of you that have been in the Family Fantasy Football League for a while will know that his wife, Di, who's also in the FFL, no happy endings manager, doesn't look after Steve at all. Never cooks him a meal, despite the fact that he works long hours all day. Di recently took him on a holiday to Vietnam, or I should say Steve took Di, and Di hospitalised him by making him walk 7.3 miles in the burning sun. After that, Steve needed hospital treatment. Save Steve. Don't let Di win. Join the campaign. The 8th best manager in the Family Fantasy Football League is my brother. He ain't heavy, he's my brother, Simon Hoxby, manager of Rayleigh Warriors. Is it Rayleigh Warriors or Rayleigh Rovers? I think I've got that wrong. I think it might be Rayleigh Rovers. 24 previous seasons in the Family Fantasy Football League. And he was a champion back in 2010. He also won the FFFL Cup in 2024, and he's had some minor honours in his time. Golden Boot winner in 2010. Got the most weekly wins that year. That was definitely his most successful season. Got the highest weekly total in 2011. And Simon has picked up 6 Manager of the Month awards in his time. He was also crowned Manager of the Season in 2023. And on the form of 2010, Simon is capable of mounting a challenge in the Family Fantasy Football League. Next up, we have the 7th best manager in the Family Fantasy Football League, and it is none other than Sarah Goodwin, Simon's other half. Manager of the Musketeers. 3 previous seasons in the Family Fantasy Football League. This is her 4th season. No major honours to speak of in her previous 3 seasons. She did get the most weekly wins back in 2023, and she has been the manager of the season for the last 2 seasons. The only manager in FFFL history to attain the manager of the season table. And my money is on Sarah doing it again, seeing as she seems to be the only one watching these Banter in the Box videos or trying to pick up manager of the season points. Never had a manager of the month award in her previous 3 seasons. Her highest league finish was last season when she came 8th. And she has been as high as 5th in the table back on the 1st of December 2023. Sarah is the highest ranked woman in the Family Fantasy Football League, and her form is improving with every season. She could mount a title challenge this season. She's had a pretty good start to the season, albeit only 6 managers have got their teams in so far. And finally, the 6th best manager in the Family Fantasy Football League is yours truly, manager of Chairman's Choice. One of only 5 managers to compete in every single season of the Family Fantasy Football League. And I'm one of only 5 managers who's won the league on 3 occasions, and one of only 2 managers competing this season who's won the league on 3 occasions. The other 3 were relegated. I've also won the Family Fantasy Football League Cup 3 times. I've picked up 3 Manager of the Month awards, and I hold an FFFL record or 2. Nobody has won more trophies in the Family Fantasy Football League than me. I've won 6. The other one who's won 6 is Neil Hatch, but he's been relegated now. I've got the joint highest number of FFFL Cup wins with 3. I share that with Gobi Desert Canoe Club. And I have the most FFFL Cup final appearances with 7. Nobody has been in the FFFL Cup as much as me. Next week, we'll be meeting the top 5 managers in the Family Fantasy Football League. The 5 managers who should, if everything goes to form, be battling it out for that league title. Who the fuck is that? It was worth 2 points. 1 point if you could tell me which current Family Fantasy Football League manager was pictured there. And if you got the manager right, you could get a bonus point by telling me which body part. And guess what? Nobody had a go. So we're rolling it over. If anyone's playing, you'll get 2 points if you can tell me which current Family Fantasy Football League manager is pictured there, and 1 bonus point if you can tell me the body part. That is it until next week, where we will be meeting, it will be the final part of our Meet the Managers series. We'll be meeting the top 5 managers in the Family Fantasy Football League. Until then, as well as having to go at the Who the Fuck Is That, you can earn Manager of the Season points by posting something amusing on the Family Fantasy Football League Facebook group. Or you can pass me stories about other managers you want to share. Memes on the Family Fantasy Football League Facebook group. Quotes on the Family Fantasy Football League Facebook groups. It's been a very, very quiet start to the season. A little over a week and a half to get your teams in. We've only had 6 teams entered. No need to leave it to the last minute. You can change your team as often as you want up until 9 p.m. on Thursday, the 14th of August. And let's get the banter going. Let's get this season kicking off, guys. It's way too quiet. Until next time, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.